Hi, it's Dana. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the dashboard for Claude.ai. By the end, you'll know how to write in some fun prompts, turn off an important cookie setting so you can't get tracked, learn how to name and delete conversations, and have fun in the process. Okay, let's get started. To turn off the cookie settings I mentioned, go to Settings down here. Mine says D because I'm Dana. Yours will look different. Click on it to open it up. Go to your email address, learn more, go down to your privacy choices, get my head out of the way. And these are the cookies that Claude can tag on you. And cookies are little settings that allows a computer program to remember you. And I don't want to get marketed to or tracked for that, so I'm going to turn off this cookie preference. And these are analytics that enable tracking of site performance. I don't mind that, so I'm going to leave it on. And necessary cookies are required. You don't really have a choice for that. So now that marketing is off, I'm going to save my preferences. Okay, and now let's get started with some fun prompts. If you've never used Claude before, I'm just going to ask it this. It says, I've never used you before. What are some fun or interesting prompts I could enter to give me a feel for what you can do? And I'm going to push the red up button. That means enter, and it's going to send the information to Claude. And since every time you enter a prompt, it comes out differently, I have no idea what Claude's going to respond. Let's go and see what it says. So here's what it says. Here are fun and diverse prompts. I know it's super fast. To help you explore my capabilities. Creative writing challenges. Write a short story about a detective who can communicate with houseplants. That's really interesting. I'll just go through a few of these. Help me brainstorm unique business ideas for a sustainable tech startup. Sure. Coding and tech exploration. And I'm not a coder, so I don't use this one at all. Interact and fun scenarios. Let's play a word association game. That might be fun. Explain the history of a fascinating scientific discovery. Help me plan the ultimate fantasy vacation. Oh my gosh. So those are just lots of things that you could do with Claude. And what if I kind of like this one. I think it cracks me up. Write a short story about a detective who can communicate with houseplants. Let's try that one. So I'm just going to move my head so you can see. And let's see. I'm going to put, I like this one. And I don't want, I'm just going to let Claude write its story. Okay, I'm going to paste it in. And let's just see what it says. And if it keeps going on and on, I'll cut it off. Click the up arrow to have it right. Here's a whimsical short story about a detective with unique botanical ability. The Verdant Verdict. That is really creative. Detective Rosemary Thorne. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Wasn't your typical investigator. Well, other detectives relied on information. Let's see, it goes on and on. Would you like me to continue the story or elaborate any part of it? So you could keep asking Claude questions to see what it could do. And let's say you think that's a great story and you want to copy it somewhere because maybe you want to work on it later. So you could go to the copy down here and I'll get a little, let's see if it'll copy. Okay, it's copied to the clipboard. I'll go over to a Google Doc and paste it in. And there's the story that you could work on. And if I didn't like it, here's another trick that you can try. You could retry, and that means Claude's going to rewrite the story. Sure. Let's see. This is called the Verdant Verdict, and let's retry and see what the next title it comes up with. Oh, it still is the Verdant Verdict, but it's a different story. Okay. That's how Claude. If you want Claude to stop, you can just click right here. And it stops chatting at you. Up here you can see the name of the conversation we just had with Claude, exploring AI assistant capabilities. We could either rename it or delete it. If I wanted to rename it, I could say, Fun with Claude. Save. If you want to see all the conversations you've had with Claude, you could hover over the word Claude, and down here are all the conversations we've had. And if I wanted to start a new chat, I could start a new chat. And this time, instead of entering a prompt, I'll show you what you can do with the upload file. This is a cool feature. So you could click on the paperclip, and it'll look for docs on your screen. That's one way to do it. Or I have something open on my desktop. I'm just going to drag and drop it into the chat box here. Okay, and it's a screenshot I took of Tim Ferriss's YouTube channel. I've been following Tim since he got started 10 years ago. So check this out. This is a screenshot, mind you. It's super messy. There's tons of information. And I can ask Claude something about this screenshot. You can ask an AI something about a picture. How cool is that? And I'm just going to say, what insights can you get from this screenshot? And let's just see what it has to say, right? It's a really super basic prompt. I know it's so fast, it's hard to keep up with. Video thumbnails from Tim Ferriss Show, yeah. They range from a range of topics related to life lessons, productivity, personal growth. The viewer stats for each video, such as view counts, suggest these are popular and frequently viewed episodes. The variety of guests featured showcase a wide-ranging nature of content covered in the podcast. This is amazing. So you could upload a picture or an image and ask Claude about it. It's an amazing tool. Okay, so I'm gonna, and these are the two conversations we've had so far. And what if I just want to delete it? I'll delete it for now. Yes, I want to delete the chat. Okay, and here's one last tip when you're writing prompts, because this drove me nuts for a while until I learned how to do it. I would like some advice on 3 things. And then if I wanted to go to a new line down here, you just can't push return on your computer or enter, or it'll send the information to the AI. So what you have to do is hold down the shift key, and it gives you the little hint right here. Shift key and return, and that'll get your cursor to a new line. That's a super helpful prompt because I have sent so many prompts to to Claude before I was finished with it. And if I do, I just say, oops, sorry, I hit it too soon. Okay, so here are the things you've learned watching this video so far. You've learned how to turn off important cookie settings. You've learned how to enter some prompts. Use a little paperclip icon to upload things. And you've learned how you can either delete or rename prompts. You've also learned that if you want to start something on a new line, you can hit Shift and Enter. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you find that useful. And if you did, remember to like the video and subscribe. That way it'll help more people find the channel so they too can learn about AI. Okay, thanks for watching.